Hi, guys.
Yes, I did. It was on 74. Still ain't tight knot in it. How's Boy Scout?
Actually, I haven't seen you for a couple days. It's all good.
No, it's I'm starting to get a little lonely. You've got as many of these as I do, I think.
How come everybody knows?
Because you're sitting at the table.
Oh, yeah, I guess I ought to move back.
The pattern is kind of like I saw at the start of this guy wants to go back, he puts on a mask. And, yeah, everybody freaks out, relax, guys, it's just a robbery.
Hey, everybody.
Hello. Hey, was the presentation complete on Drive? It only had 6 pages in it. Is that everything?
Yep, that's
Okay.
it. I know Jenny Sisson's planning on attending virtually.
Oh, virtually?
Yes.
Okay. Brad Valentine's out of town, right?
I forget.
Thought I did that. Cheryl Hannah's here. Cheryl made me fun. She's usually last minute. Gotta get used to this in-person stuff again.
Mhm.
Sorry again. I've reached over you. That was rude.
It would be easier if you guys did take roll calls since you hear you to the computer.
We can do that.
Yeah.
One more, is that right?
Oh, yeah, sorry. Hang on to it.
All right, Tim, we're ready when you are.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Town Council July planning meeting. We are live here in the town hall, and we do have some members that are zooming in via computer, so you can hopefully see it on the screen behind me there. If I could please have Kayla call a roll call, it'd be easier since we do have some members on. So
Cheryl Ramey Hunt. Kyle Eichhorn.
Here.
Tim Pritchard.
here,
Carol Hanna.
Here.
Connie Schultz Hines.
Here.
Jenny Sisson. Brad Ballantyne. So we've got 4 members present.
we do have 4 present, 2 here and 2 via computer, so we do have a quorum, so we can proceed. First, I'd like to welcome Mr. Scott Reske. Scott has been hired as the new town manager for Milton, so welcome, Scott.
Thanks.
Glad to have you aboard. If I could ask the board members to review the minutes for the previous meeting. We'll take a motion in a second to accept those, please. Any corrections?
I've reviewed those. I'll make a motion to approve.
Thank you,
I'll
Kyle.
second.
Oh, second.
Thank you. All those in favor of accepting the minutes as submitted, please say aye.
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 Those opposed? Hearing none, the minutes are accepted. Okay, old business, Clara plan update.
Yes, I'm actually going to sneak in a couple more updates besides the thoroughfare plan.
Sorry, let me bump in. Sorry. Jen Sisson just posted a chat message. Did you see that?
Oh,
Kayla, did you get my attendance? Okay, so Jen is in here too. She's not showing up on our
She's
camera.
not a. She's a attendee, not a panelist. It looks like.
We just gave her a promotion.
Okay.
All right, Jenny Sisson is present, so we will add her to a list. So we have 5 out of 7 members present.
Thanks, Kyle.
Okay, so maybe we'll do this. I can see. Okay, we're going to give you a thoroughfare update, a UDO update, and an impact fee update tonight. And we won't take up much time for this. Kayla, are you able to share the screen?
Yes. Let's see. Okay, give me just one moment. Let's pull that a little better. Okay. There we go. UDO update?
Yeah. If you go to, sorry everyone, we got technology bumps.
Oh.
Screen is not sharing. Or resume share.
Okay.
We can just do that first.
That way. Okay. So in your packets tonight, we do have just a brief thoroughfare plan update. We'll start with Unified Development Ordinance update. It's been a little bit of time since we have last talked about this. I appreciate everyone's patience with staff as we've been, kind of going through some changes this year. This project really went to the back burner, unfortunately. Now that we have our manager on board, I'm really excited to get back to working on the video update. And so within the next 30 days or so, I'll be getting in touch with KK and kind of revisiting where we're at and starting to review stuff that we should have been reviewing in the past 6 months. So really everything has kind of paused with it. So again, like I said, thanks for your patience. Of course, just to refresh everyone, what is a Unified Development Ordinance Update? It's our local policy instrument that combines traditional zoning and subdivision regulations along with desired town regulations, like design guidelines, and design regulations, all into one document. Right now, we currently have 2 documents that we use, so this should make things a little more streamlined for us and up to date. You can see we have a steering committee, we have members of the Plan Commission, the AZA, we have a local architect, a landscape architect, a commercial realtor, a residential realtor, a builder, a local resident, and a land survey, civil engineering type person, all on that steering committee. We last met in January, which seems like 2 years ago at this point. So like I said, we're thinking about it, getting it moving forward, get that project wrapped up and done. I know Kayla and I will be just thrilled to pieces to get that adopted. So, all right, unless you guys have any questions about that brief update, we can move on to the next slide in the packet.
Real quick, so are we scheduled to have a 3rd steering committee meeting, or have we had?
We are not scheduled at this point.
Okay, but that's the next step then.
That will be my next step. So you'll
Okay.
be soon, Kyle, I promise, on getting that meeting scheduled, because I know we would like to get this done sooner than later. It's been sitting way too long. Anything else? Okay, here's the actual thoroughfare plan update. We started this process back in 2019 as well, and this one, luckily we've been able to have a couple steering committee meetings on this, so it really hasn't completely sat while we were going through this transition period. Just to remind everyone, a thoroughfare plan is a long-range plan that identifies the location and type of roadway facilities that are needed to meet projected long-term growth within a community. We are working with the Madison County Council of Governments on this project. We had our kickoff steering committee meeting on March 31st. We were able to do that as a, I can't remember if it was a WebEx or a Zoom conference call, and that seemed to go really well. We were in the middle of our initial COVID experience, and then we did follow up with a second steering committee meeting on June 10th of 2020. We do, Scott, if you did not know this already, you have been nominated to the steering committee, but you can see the entities that are represented on our steering committee: town council, our town manager, police chief, fire chief, planning director, street department foreman, school corporation, a couple members from our planning commission, our RDC, Corporation for Economic Development, the PBA. There's a separate business representative and a citizen representative. The steering committee was approved by the Planning Commission earlier this year, I believe. So we luckily have been able to move forward with that one. Council of Governments has been doing a good job for us on leading those meetings and getting our steering committee information. Does the Planning Commission have any questions that need to be addressed in regards to the thoroughfare plan? No. Also, just I need to add this in. We did get all of the ordinances and resolutions passed that we had discussed at our maybe January meeting. The town council did approve them in February for first reading, and then we kind of had a COVID break, and then they came back and approved them on second reading, I believe in May. So our interim thoroughfare map has been approved along with the vulnerable road user policy and complete streets policy. There was a fourth one that was part of that package. So like I said, we've at least moved some parts and pieces of this project along. And if there's not any questions, we can just do a quick impact fee update. Just as a refresher, impact fees are specific charges imposed on development for capital costs to provide infrastructure like parks, roads, or utilities. As you guys remember, you guys really were great drivers of taking this to the town council, saying that this is something that you guys were supportive of for the town of Pendleton. The town council did take that very seriously, and they, in May, made a motion to move forward with the project. So since May, we have signed contracts with Baker Tilly and Banning Engineers, and we will be working on getting a schedule together on how we'll be moving forward and navigating through that project. Jessica Smith is the council member who has been kind of designated to help push this forward and move it along. Chet Babb was the one that had signed the contracts, and we're really excited to kick this off, especially with our new town manager to help us work through this project. So we will keep you guys updated as we move forward through that project as well. The park, I believe, has been taking some steps as well to impact fees from the park or for the park. And I know that's something that Jessica Smith and Aaron Burris are talking about on how we work together so that we get a kind of a cost savings on using some of these consultants. So, all right. I think that might be all of my project updates for this evening. Yes. Do you guys have any questions or concerns? All right. Thank you.
Subdivision amendment.
Yes, it is a public hearing on a primary plat review, so I would recommend that we entertain a motion to continue the meeting and open a public hearing on the primary plat petition.
I'll make the motion to continue the meeting to.
Well, we'll just continue this. We're just going to open a public hearing. We're going to do some things that only a lawyer would think is a good idea. We're going to continue this meeting and open a public hearing,
Okay.
then close the public hearing,
I'll
then the
make the
meeting.
motion to open the public hearing.
Second.
Second. Thank you.
We go ahead and vote on that. If I'm sorry, just
Okay, board members that are on Zoom, can we have a vote on opening the public hearing in regards to the favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Okay, meeting's open.
commissioners, back in the spring, a primary plat was filed by petitioners Franklin Urbans and Pendleton Development LLC, tenants in common, on a project at State Road 38 and South 600 West. There is currently a planned urban development that is in place that this primary plat is building on. The meeting was properly noticed back at, I believe it was going to be April, in April 2020. General notice was sent out to the papers, and specific notice was sent out by the petitioners to affected landowners. Obviously, when the COVID-19 emergency hit, those meetings didn't happen and they were rescheduled to July 1st. Petitioner again sent out their specific notice to affected landowners. We have the receipts here today. But for a variety of reasons, primarily just we weren't used to this situation, the general notice was not sent to the newspaper. And so there's no general 10-day notice for this public hearing. Particularly in a petition like this, which has a lot of visibility, we have to make sure that our notices are done exactly right. The petitioner's done their part. We need to do ours. It requires a 10-day notice. And we've talked to the petitioner, talked to staff. We would recommend that this public hearing be continued until the 23rd of July, which is a Thursday. And on that, or Wednesday? Thursday, okay. It'd be a Thursday and at 7 p.m. And at which time we can open up the public record on this. The petitioners present their record, staff findings, and things of that nature. But it would be unwise to start a public record here tonight when some members of the public could say, I didn't know this was going on. So that's my only recommendation for tonight.
Okay, thank you, Jeff. Is there any other conflicts with meetings that night?
No, we have an RDC meeting at 6 o'clock, but 7 o'clock we should be done.
7 o'clock's fine.
Yep.
Okay. Hearing that said, I'll ask for a motion to accept this hearing to be postponed to the 23rd from both board members, please.
I'll make a motion.
All right, do I have a second?
I'll second.
Thank you. All those in favor of continuing the meeting to the 23rd of July, Thursday at 7 o'clock, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Thank you. So,
Sorry, real quick, Kayla, can you send out a calendar invite for that so we all have it?
there will
Yes.
be a notice in the paper.
Yes, there will be another notice in the paper. We'll post it out there, and that way everybody's got the general notice that's required. And the people that were notified by specific notice, that doesn't have to be done again, because if they were, theoretically, if they were interested, they were here tonight and if heard directly from you or online.
That serves as their notice.
Correct.
All right, thank you. Okay. 23rd of July. Okay,
So,
thank you.
and it's at 7 PM, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Kyle.
Okay.
Okay. Anybody else have any other questions tonight? Okay. Meeting adjourned.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I can't take the mask.
Is that surgery?
That
It looks pretty straight.
would be a chainsaw.
That's a fantastic story.
Yep.
That's better than surgery. I was about to ask you